I'm sorry, it's a little circusy here today. Dogs are in place. Sitting on my leg. If you missed Gunner's birthday on Wednesday, he's 9 now. Milo, hi Edie. Milo is, he wasn't jealous at all. So we had a good time. There's a lot happening in our house this morning, so I took a long time to get this mop up. I need a haircut so badly. Took like 14 ponytail holders. So I'm here, I'm on my mat. We're gonna do barefoot cardio conditioning today. And all that means is, of course, I'm gonna work barefoot. You are welcome to wear shoes if that's better for you, but I would not recommend socks. It's not a good idea, they're slippery. All you need is enough room to step forward, side, and back from wherever you're starting. If you have a mat, that is an added bonus, but not necessary. I'm also having this little guy nearby. This is a yoga block. If you don't have one of these, it's just a 3D rectangle. Hi, Pamela Love. You can also use a thick hardback book, or you can use a heavier dumbbell flipped on its side. Hi, Jean. Hi, Steve. So if you have one of the at an interval that I do in the cardio section, to where we go into sort of a hinge over at the hip, this is if you don't want to put your hands all the way to the floor. So if you have one of these, you can stash it over to your right. I'm also stashing over there a little towel because I'm pausing due to a poor connection. I'm not on my 5G, so the Wi-Fi, it's all up to Spectrum at this point. All right, if you're watching this after the fact and not live on my YouTube fitness channel, thank you for subscribing, sharing, telling a friend. If you're wondering how to get there from my IGTV to the YouTube channel, there's a link in my Instagram bio. Just click on that, it'll take you right there. There's more than 100 classes in there that you can choose from. I would also advise you to keep a towel. I keep 2 towels for this format, one on my right, one on my left, and then also a beverage of your choice stashed off out of your way. I keep mine stashed under the piano leg because the dogs are unpredictable. Hi Guy, this is my water in a fancy wine glass. So if you have any sort of injuries, make sure that you stay with the first or second level of all of the intervals I'm gonna do. I build them, so I do first, second, third, sometimes fourth and fifth levels. If you've seen a doctor for an injury, and make sure that you have been cleared to do this so they don't aggravate your injury. So having said all of that, let's stand up and stand at the front edge of wherever you're working. After party, almost forgot, will be upper body with dumbbells. That's after the class, separate. We go off, we come back on. I don't post it, it's just live. All right, so sit under your hips, hips underneath your shoulders, shoulders down and back. Make sure your knees are straight but not locked. Hips under your shoulders, both arms come up, shoulders stay down. Fold halfway, lace your fingers, then roll up at the top. Press your palms towards me and round your back by tucking your hips. And then come back up. Do it again. Fold, lace, roll up. Press your palms towards me, tuck your hips, and up. Do it again. Fold, lace, round up. Press towards me, and up. Do it again. Fold, lace, roll, press, up. Twice more. Up, press. Last time. Fold, round, press this time. Fold over, either grab your elbows or let your hands fall to the floor. I'm gonna rearrange some of this stuff to my side. Holding here. Try to straighten your left leg and bend your right knee, sitting into your left hip. Make sure you can wiggle your toes. Change sides, straighten your right leg and bend your left knee, sitting into your right hip. Make sure you can wiggle your toes. Bend both knees. Lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll. One bone at a time, shoulders down and back. Your left arm comes up. Bring your arm up, bend both knees, fold or lean to your right. Now fold in the middle. Right arm to your left and come back up to the top. Let's reverse that. Bend your knees, reach to your left, fold, left arm to your right, and up slightly faster. So bend and reach right, fold, around, other way, bend, lean, fold, around. This time both arms come up, inhale, reach up, bend your knees, hands to your legs, round up. This next time bend your knees far enough to get your hands to the floor. Step your feet back to a downward facing dog. Your heels press into the floor. Your palms press into the floor. You're in a downward facing dog. You'll lower your hips to any plank. Hands under your shoulders. Maybe you lower your knees, maybe not. Either way, lift your tailbone up to a down dog. We'll lower back down to any plank. So we come down, hands under the shoulders is the important part, knees down or up. Come back up to your down dog, slightly faster, lower your hips in 1, 2, push down and find your down dog. Do it again, 1, 2, lift up, twice more, lower for 2, lift up. Hi Ellen, lower for 2, hold your down dog, both heels lift up and lower, lift and lower, twice more. Hold your down dog in the center. Shift over to your right hand and foot. Bring your left leg up. I almost choked myself somehow. You only bring your leg up far enough to feel your stretch behind your right leg. You can stay here or bend your left knee and open your left hip. If you took the bend in rotation, straighten back out to your three-legged dog. Then both feet to the floor, down dog in the middle. Shift over to your left hand and foot. Bring your right leg up until you feel the stretch behind your left leg. You can stay right here or bend your right knee and open your right hip. If you took the bend in rotation, straighten back out to your three-legged dog. Then both feet to the floor, down dog in the center. Hold here. And walk your feet up towards your hands. Hanging in a forward fold. Tailbone lifts up. Slowly unroll. When you're all the way up, shoulders down and back. For 4, 3, both arms come back up. Inhale, reach up. Bend your knees far enough to get your hands to the floor. Step back to another downward facing dog. Shift your weight to your right hand and foot. Bring your left hand back to your left ankle. Engage your core to step your left foot forward. Then hands up to your left leg. Try to bring your arms up. Your back heel is off the floor. And then hinge at the hip. Bring your arms down behind your front leg and up. Do it again. Hinge over and up. Twice more. Breathing as it happens. Last time. Now both hands on the inside of your left foot. Engage your core. Step your left foot back and find your downward facing dog. Let's do that on the other side. Shift over to your left hand and foot. Right hand to your right ankle. Engage your core. Step your right foot forward. Hands up to your right leg. Back heel is up. Arms come up. You can stay here or hinge forward. 1, 2, and up. Let's do it again. Hinge over. 1, 2, and up. Same thing. Over for 2. Twice more on this side. Last time. And then both hands on the inside of your right foot. Engage your core. Step your right foot back. Find your downward facing dog. Then lower your hips to plank and lower your knees. Release your feet and take your hips back to your heels. Child's pose here. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. Then round up to find a modified plank. That's hands under your shoulders, knees in one line through your hips to the crown of your head. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you bend your elbows a little or a lot. Either way, straighten your elbows, hips back to your heels. Child's pose here. That's your pattern, let's make it flow. Here we go, round up and hold or bend. And child's pose, do it again, round up, hold or bend. Do it again, round up, hold or bend. Try to bend just a little further than you were on the last rep. Twice more, round up. On the next pass, you'll hold your modified plank, tuck your toes, try to find a full plank. It's okay if you start on your knees for this. Lower to the floor, take your right, or no, not your right foot, arms out to the side. Slightly lift your arms and legs up just a little bit, lower down. Now your right leg flips over behind you. Your left hand is on the floor. Push down to your left hand and your right foot. Reach your right arm up towards me. From this position, flip over to your plank where you started, yes? Lower to the floor, arms out to the side. Slight lift, lower down, left leg. Flips over, right hand, left leg. Push down, reach up towards me. From here, flip back onto your plank. Lower down, up to a little tiny T. Lower down, right foot flips. Push down, your left hand and your right foot. Your top arm reaches up. From here, flip back over. Let's do it once more. Lower down, slight T. Left leg flips over. Push down, reach up towards me. From here, flip over. Lift your tailbone up to a down dog. Then bring your knees to the floor. Release your feet, hips to your heels. Round up to a modified plank. When you get here, tuck your toes. Push down. Find your down dog. Lower your knees. Release your feet, hips to your heels. Let's make all of that flow together. Round up. Tuck your toes, down dog. 1, 2, bring your knees to the floor. Child's pose. Do it again. Round up. For 2, push down. For 2. Make sure you're breathing in and out. 1, 2, push down. Lower your knees. On the next pass, modified plank and hold it there. Squeeze underneath your armpits, tuck your toes. Try to lift your knees. Left or right hand to the middle and rotate to a side plank. Feel free to put your right knee on the floor. Maybe your top arm reaches towards me and up. Lace underneath your bottom arm. Now single count if you're ready. Towards me and under. Do it again. We'll go twice more here. Last time. Pushing the floor away from you. Hold your side plank. Come back to the middle. Find any plank. Knees down or not. Left hand to the middle. Rotate to your side plank. Maybe your left knee finds the floor. Either way, your top arm reaches over towards me and up. Then lace underneath your bottom arm and up. Single count towards me and under. Pushing the floor away from you with your left hand. Twice more. Over, up. Last one. And hold your side plank. Come back to the center. Find any plank. And give yourself a little hover if you're ready for that. Knees down or up. If you're in a hover, press the floor away from you. Your tailbone lifts up to a down dog. Then walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold. Lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll. At the top, palms together, squats here. Tailbone goes back, to where the wall meets the floor behind you. All right, you should be nice and toasty warm. You can check your heart rate if you're wearing a gadget. If you're not wearing a gadget, you can also just see if it's harder for you to talk now. You should feel a little breathy, but not crazy. All right, so I went through that combination. Today I put in the warm up with the T and the flip side plank. I may or may not throw it into the class. I felt really, really sore from it. We did it last Sunday and Monday. And then Tuesday, all the muscles in my back where they come down were really sore, but I rolled them out and I feel okay, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it, let's see. Right, that was hard, put it into the warm up, and in a few weeks, that's 2 or 3 weeks, we'll throw it into the combo again. All right, this time, both arms come up, inhale, reach up, bend both knees, hands to the floor, step back, find any plank. If your knees are down, you'll practice bringing them up. You can do it one at a time. Once your knees are up, you can bring them into the chest one at a time. So in and out. You're welcome to go faster than this. It would look like this. Bring it in. If you're ready, double it up. In. Up to you. Hands stay underneath your shoulders. 10 seconds left in this interval. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. For 4, 3, 2. Hold any plank. Your tailbone lifts up to a down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Let your head hang. Your tailbone lifts. Slowly unroll. 4, 3, shoulders down and back. Palms together in squats. We're doing that interval 2 more times. So we're just trying to slowly let our heart rate climb up. So then when we're in the thick of it, we can just roll right through all the intervals. So remember, there are lots of levels in that. Both arms come up right here. Inhale, reach up. Bend both knees, hands to the floor. Step back to any plank. Knees down or up. Maybe you bring the knees in. Once you're up, maybe you go slightly faster or double it up. It's up to you. You can mix it up. You can go fast and then slow it down. You can go slower than this or speed it up again. 10 more seconds of any level. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold any plank. Tailbone lifts up, down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Unroll in 4, 3, palms together in squats here. Shoulders down and back. I think I say this every time I teach this format. These 3 mountain climb intervals, my least favorite part of the class. But it works, so I do it. Sweating already. 2 more squats. Then we do our final mountain climber. Both arms come up. Inhale, reach up. Bend your knees, hands to the floor. Step back to any plank. If your knees are down, practice bring them up. Once they're up, you can come into the chest. This is the medium speed. You can go in and out or double it up. In. Up to you. I like the middle level the best, but I like to, what am I trying to say? Alternate it with the faster level. Breathing in and out. Less than 10 seconds to go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, hold any plank. Tailbone up, down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold. Tailbone lift up, unroll. 1 bone at a time. Palms together, recovery squats here. So your heart rate should be now up to a cardiovascular level. If you need a little sip of water, or a towel off, feel free to do that now. I got a text message this morning from Equinox. It was an emergency. It said, the computers are down, do not turn the iPads on at the front desk. And I thought, okay, I won't. Make sure the weight's in the middle of your feet to come up. Touch your knees. Reach your knuckles up by making a fist. Knees, knuckles up. Again, sink. Push down. 2 more. And then palms together. That's the first part of our interval. Shoulders down and back. 2 more. Make sure you have room on the sides. Left leg steps out. And then right. So it's just a step. You can work with the step, or you can sink your hips and bend both knees. Bend both knees. That means you push down to the middle of your feet to come up. So sink, push down. Sink, push down. Cross your, wrists at the top. Pull down like a bow and arrow over your head. Sink, push down to come up. Sink, push down. Let's do 4 and 3, 2, parallel squat. Touch your knees. Knuckles up. Remember this? 2 more. Step out left. Sink your hips or step. You decide which level works for you. Parallel squat. Touch your knees. 4. Push down. 3. 2 more. Step out left. Sink or stay up. Make it a step. Up to you. Again. Parallel squat. Touch your knees. 4. Push down. Come up. 3. We'll do it again. Step left right here. Sink. Push down. 2 more. Parallel squat. Touch your knees. We'll do that combo one more time through. Push through your feet to come up. Step left. Or sink. Push down, come up. So use the floor to press against. Parallel squat. Sink. Push down. 2 more. At the top. Hold here. Hold. Try to lift your heels up. Try to find your balance. You're like a game of Jenga. One joint under the last. So ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, knuckles up. Try to find your chair pose. So you take your hips back out of the Jenga stack. Now your shoulders stack over your knees. Yep. Lower your heels. Wiggle your toes. Palms together, come up, squats here. Sink. Push down. Keep your squat, but take your feet wide. 10 toes towards knees. Sink. Press. Keep going. I'm just going to grab my towel because I'm super sweaty already. Alrighty. We know this one, most of us. Keep it here, then reach down, pull up. So you're still pushing down the middle of your feet to come up. Do it again. Let's do 4. Push down. So hips lower, chest is lifted. Keep your squat, palms together. That's the first part. 2 more. Then your left leg goes diagonally back slowly. So sink for 2. Step out wide. Other way. Sink your hips. Let's do it again. You want to keep your hips and shoulders towards me. The temptation is to rotate out like that. Try not to. Single count. Hips and shoulders towards me. Sink. Push down. Guy, remember this one? Right arm reaches up to the corner behind you. So you're reaching up behind you instead of down for the floor. So instead of doing this, sink your hips. Reach up behind you. 4 more just like that. So 4, 3, 2, wide parallel squat. Sink your hips. Reach, push up, or push down to come up. 1 more. Left leg diagonally back. So sink down, push down to come up. 2 more. Parallel squat. Right here, toes towards me. Sink your hips, but keep your chest lifted. Left leg diagonally back, sink, push down, sink, do it again. Wide parallel squats here. Sink, push down to come up. We'll do the whole thing one more time through. Left leg diagonally back for 4, 3, wide parallel squats. Right here, sink your hips. Push down, reach and knuckles up. One more, hold at the top, toes to the corners, sink your hips, wiggle your toes, try to lift your heels up. Extend your fingertips, reach back behind you to where the wall meets the floor behind. Then try to make a fist, extend, make a fist. Twice more, hold your hands in a fist, then extend your fingertips, palms together, thumbs at your chest, lower your heels, wiggle your toes, step back to your parallel start position squats. Make sure you're forward in your space so you have room behind you. Cross your forearms, then your left leg steps back one time, then your right. So this is your foot pattern. You can always work here. This is exactly what we did to the side, but instead we're stepping back. Maybe you sink your hips and push down to the middle of your feet. You don't have to do the hip sink, it's an option. Maybe you pull back like a bow and arrow and cross, bow and arrow, cross, bow and arrow, cross. Maybe you touch your knees in the front, pull back, touch your knees, pull back. Do it again. If you're coming to your knees, maybe you sink your hips and get a little further towards the floor. So it's not a contest about touching the floor, it's about sinking your hips. Maybe you touch only your knees and practice sinking a little lower. Teresa, you are so welcome. I'm so happy that people are doing these classes with me. Maybe you sink further and touch. Sink, touch. We'll do 4 more of any level. Sink, right there. 1 more. Then hold your chair pose squat. You can wiggle your toes. So I'm trying to read the name of the person who just gave me, who said thank you. And I can't see it because, oh no pick Lisa. Why am I blanking on who you really are? Wiggle your toes, palms together, push down to come up. Take your feet wide, toes towards me, weight in the middle of your feet, sink your hips, so sink, push down, sink, push down. Sink, press against the floor to come up. 2 more. Alrighty, so this is your base move for this interval. You can always work here. We can all do this. If you're ready, hands to the floor, step back to plank, then step right back to your wide position. Push down to come up and squat. Stay in your squat. So you have to use the floor to push against to get up off the floor. If you try to just use only your core, then it's a lot of stress on all these muscles. So take your hands to the floor, step to plank. Step back to wide, right away, push down to come up. Squat, do it again, hands down, step back. Step wide, come up, squat. Do that one again. Step back. Wide. You have an option on the next round. From your plank, you can lift your tailbone up right here. Push and jump to wide, roll up. Squat. Hands down, step to plank. Tailbone lifts, step or jump. Up to you. We'll do it again. So from the tailbone lift, you can step or jump, but push down to jump. Push into the floor to come up. Now maybe you jump to plank. Step or jump. Extra squat if you took the jumps. Hands down, step or jump. Step or jump. Extra squat if you took the jumps, hands down, step or jump. Step or jump, push down. Always pushing down to come up, hands down, step or jump. I think we'll do one more of those. Any level, last time. Step or jump. Keep your wide squat to recover. Grab a sip if you need a little something to keep you going. Feet underneath your hips. Parallel squat. So make sure you have room on the sides. Left leg, lateral lunge. You bend your left and push back. Same thing, your right leg stays straight. Whew. Let's do it again for 4, 3, push against it to come up. Right side, same thing, you bend your right, left leg stays straight. Push down on your right to come up. So it's always about using the floor to push against. 2 more than parallel squats right here. So keep that lateral lunge in your head. Dog crossing. He had to move from his bed to the couch. He's quite comfortable here now. All right, left leg, diagonally back. So sink for 2, almost fell over. And up, no floor touching. We did this in the first round, single count. So sink, touch, sink, 2 more, easy enough. Change sides, slow motion first, sink for 2. Now single counts. We already did this in another interval, so we already have this pattern in our heads. Parallel squat. So we have lateral lunge, diagonal hip sink, the curtsy lunge. Let's try putting together. Left side, lateral, diagonal, lateral again, then 1 regular squat. Right side, lateral lunge, diagonally back, lateral lunge, 1 squat. That's your pattern. Left side, lateral lunge, diagonal, lateral, 1 squat. Right side, maybe the arms go with you, circle, down, lateral, squat. Left side, lateral, diagonal, lateral, squat. Right side, maybe you lose the tap and balance. Maybe not. Squat. Left side, lateral, diagonal, tap or balance, squat once. Right side, and big range of motion, long arms, big press against the floor. Let's do it again. Left, diagonal. Lateral again. Squat once. Right side. Balance or not. We'll go 1 more each direction. Try the balance if you haven't yet. Breathing in and out. Last time. Lateral. Squat once. Hold at the top. Hold. Try to lift your heels and balance. Find your chair. Ooh, palms together. Thumbs at your chest. Lower your heels, wiggle your toes, and come up to a squat. We know this part. Make sure you have room behind you. Fingertips behind your ears. Reach your fingertips up and ears up. 4 more like that. So 4, press. 3, 1 more. Now keep your fingertips at your ears and squat. So the difference is elbows are out to the side. Left leg steps back once and right. Do it again. Now try to sink your hips. So we did this before with the bow and arrow arms, but now the challenge is to keep your elbows out to the side and not let them fold up. So open, parallel squats, reach up, reach up. 2 more, here we go. Left leg steps back, fingertips here, and right. Squat twice. Maybe you lift your heels at the top. Step back left, sink, up. Parallel squats. If you lift your heels, whoa, sorry, no arms. Left side, step, together. Sink down. Now you reach up. Step back left, sink. Keep your fingertips here, elbows out. Squat twice. Left side, sink. Keep your elbows out. Squats here. Easy enough. Do it again. So sink, press. Oh, now I'm screwing this up all over. Step back, it's so simple, but I keep messing it up. Now reach up. Let's do it again for me. Step back here, keep your fingertips here. Now squat, reach up. Once that, you want to do it once more. Step back, sink. Now sink and reach. Are you ready to hop or paddle here? You can paddle, one foot always in contact, or hop, step or jump wide. So paddle, step, or hop, jump. Up to you. Do it again for 4, 3, 2, arms up. Left leg rotates out at the hip, knee and ankle. Open out to the side for 4, 3, 2. Let's try it on the right. Right side. Open up. You can do just the leg. Center, pull straight down. So to pull, extend, make a fist, extend. Maybe tuck your hips, make it a little crunch. Tuck, tuck. Here we go. Hop or paddle here. 4, 3, wide, step or jump. Arms finish up. Left side. Again. To your right for 2. Center, pull down. 4, then you tuck it around. 2 more. Hop or paddle right here. 4, 3. Arms finish up next time. Left side. 1 more. To your right for 2. Center, pull down. Tuck it around or just the pull. You decide. Hop or paddle here. Step or jump to wide. Arms finish up. To your left. Again. To your right for 2. Center, pull, and maybe tuck. Extend. 2 more. Hop or paddle last time through. Again. Arms finish up. Left side. To your right for 2. Center, pull straight down. In 4. Toes towards me. Long extended arms. Just a hop or paddle. Shake your shoulders out. So you can leave one foot on the floor. 4, 3. Feet parallel under your hips. Squat here. See if you can still talk. You should be winded enough to not want to talk, but you should be able to. If you're wearing a gadget, just check your heart rate. No weight in your toes. Take a little step back. Make sure you have room in front of you. Left leg steps forward once. Your back heel pops up off the floor. Little pop. Maybe you bend both knees. If you bend both knees, you really have to push down to come up. Cross your forearms. Maybe extend out, together, out, together. Easy enough. 2 more. We're going to give it a little change. Just a step forward here. Step forward. But now it's more like the lateral lunge. So your back heel stays down. Your back leg stays straight. Push off of your front foot. Maybe you reach back behind you and circle. Back, circle, back, circle. Now we're just playing a little bit. I'm not going to put any of this together. because we're about to move in to our long final cardio drill. Again, let's do 4, 3, 2, parallel squat, palms together. All right, grab a sip of whatever you're drinking if you need it. Make sure you have your props set where they need to be. We'll leave it on the right side first. Feet wide, toes to the corners. So you sink straight down. Cross your forearms. Push down to come up. Arms out to a V maybe. Then cross them over your head and then back out to a V. So this is your pattern. Up tempo from here. Cross, V. I feel like we just started. It can't be time for this already. Maybe you lift your heels up here. V. Heels up, V. Maybe you push down through your heel lift, get a little air. Twice more. Left arm swings right here. Center, other way. So this is your pattern. You can work here, or you can lean over, get a little air with your back leg. Center, jump or not. So flat feet, or heel lift, or jump. We'll start again. Left arm swings right. Stay up or lean. So here or over. Center, jump or not. So heel flat, maybe heel lift or jump. We'll do it again. Left arm goes right. So upright or lean. Center, jump or not. 4, push down if you're jumping. And then here it is, warrior 3 to your right. So if you take prop, I had to gather mine, it was too far. You put your hands on your prop, or maybe the floor, or maybe your arms by your side. Either way, flex your left foot, make a fist if your hands are up, make a fist, extend, belly button pulling in towards your spine. 2 more, hold your hands in the fist if they're up. If your hands are up, put your right fingertips to your prop or your floor. If your hands are on your block, go ahead and take your left hand off. Open your left hip and shoulder. Try to extend your left arm up. Flex your left foot and bend for 2. Extend. Try to bend both knees for 2. Extend. Single count. Bend. Extend. Bend. Extend. Let's do 4 more like this. So 4. This leg can be lower than mine. Doesn't have to be up high. Once more. Hold your extension. Close your left hip and shoulder. Fingertips to the floor. Left toes behind your right heel. Heel stays up on your left and bend. Extend for 2. Bend for 2. Extend. Maybe you bring your left knee in and extend anywhere behind you. You don't have to do this part. If you're ready, single count. Just bend, extend. You can keep your foot on the floor for singles, or find any. Practice putting them up. When you're ready, crouch straight back. Crouch. Plank. If you're ready to take it back to the corner, take your hips back to plank. To the front corner and plank. Back corner. 4 more, any crouch and plank. 2 more. Hold any plank. All right, here's the fun part. Front knee to the front elbow. If you're not here yet, don't worry about it. To plank. Back knee and center. Slightly faster. Elbow plank. If you're on your knees, you're still working into your full plank. 2 more. And hold any plank. Tailbone lifts up. Down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Tailbone lifts up. Unroll. Grab your prop if you have it. Set it on your left. So it's ready. Shoulders down. Pedal or hop. Whew. I'm going to grab that towel for a second. Can't even see. Whew. pedal. Shake your shoulders out. In 4, 3, 2, feet wide. Sink and press. Check your heart rate. Can you still talk? I can barely talk. You want to be able to talk, but not want to. Hips down to your shoulders. You're not leaning forward like this. Straight down, straight up. Like you're between two panes of glass, which we often are. Plexiglass, but we're often closed in. Cross your forearms. Make sure you can wiggle your toes. 2 more here. Arms to a V. Then you cross over your head. Sink. Cross. Out to a V. Sink. Cross. Up tempo from here. Cross. V. Maybe you lift your heels up as you cross your elbow or your forearms. If you're lifting your heels, maybe you press down, get a little air. 4 more. Press or keep your feet flat. Last 2. Up to you. Right arm swings left. Center. Other way. So this is your pattern. 4. You can lean over here. 4. You can do a lean without the leg lift. Center. Feet can stay flat. Or you can do a heel lift. Or you can jump. Right arm swings left here. Stay upright or lean. 2 more. Center, jump or not. So flat, heel lift, or press down. We'll go 1 more time. To your left. 4, 3, center, jump or not. So 4, 3, here it is. Warrior 3 to your left. Maybe find your prop. I'm going to scoot back. Come in your frame. Swing your hands around your prop on the floor or along the side of your body. Flex your right foot. Make fists, your hands are up. Make fists, extend. Straighten your spine. Core is still engaged. 2 more times. Your hands are up. Hold them in a fist. Left fingertips comes to the floor or the prop. Open your right hip and your shoulder. Extend your right fingertips up. I'm tipping over. Try to bend your top knee. That's your right. And extend. Try to bend both knees for 2 singles if you're ready. Bend. By extending, you're pushing down through your left foot. Push against the floor. This leg can be low. It doesn't have to be high. Twice more. Then hold your extension. Close your right hip and shoulder. Use the towel if you need. Right toes to the floor, right heel stays up. Bend both knees for 2. Push down to find your extension. So this is your move. You can do it with your hands on your knees as well. And then your right knee comes in and extends anywhere behind you. Maybe higher. Singles if you're ready. Bend, extend, bend, extend. Your extension comes from your pressing into the floor with your left foot. You have to breathe. 1 more time. Hold your last position. Step your right toes back. Then your left. Find any plank. Maybe you're on your knees if you practice up. Once you're up, you can crouch back to plank. Maybe it's to the corners, to the back corner, and center, front corner. You're breathing all the way through this. In 4, 3, go right over your wrist, and hold any plank. Knees are down, practice bringing them up. Front knee to the front elbow and back. Back elbow. Ready? Slightly faster here. In, 4 to go, so 4, 3, 2, hold your plank, tailbone lifts, down dog, walk your feet up towards your hands, unroll, in 4, 3, hop or pedal, whew. Let your shoulders release, 3, 2, feet parallel and squat, did it, almost done. I almost just said, we did it, as if we're completely done. We gotta bring your heart rate down, do a little core, a little stretch. And then in the after party, we'll do a little deeper stretch and some dumbbell work. Setting that down. One more. Both arms come up, inhale, reach up. Hands on your legs, tuck your hips, and then round up. 2, 3, both arms come up. Hands on your legs, bend your knees, tuck your hips, round up. One more time, both arms come up. Hands on your legs, bend your knees, tuck your hips, come up. Stay on your feet, grab a little sip of whatever you're drinking. Whew, I was out of breath. Then I was getting a phone call, an important phone call in the middle, and I tried to pay no attention to it. People rarely call anymore, so I never think to put my phone like on Do Not Disturb. I should, but I don't. Alrighty, I'm gonna turn on my side. I feel like I forgot something, but maybe not. The time clock says we're almost done. Okay, so my little tiny towel down. I'm gonna move this out of the way. We don't need a proper core work today. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor. I've turned sideways so that when I cue my front arm, it's the arm closest to your screen, back arm further away. Sit up tall, knees bent, shoulders down, half curl down, and come up. Do it again, half curl. So as you curl, you squeeze underneath your armpits, keep your arms extended, palms together. As you curl, fingertips up toward the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Curl, extend. Really deliberate. This time, hold your diagonal and half curl. Extend your front leg up, set it down. Extend, set it down. Squeeze underneath your armpits to keep your shoulders from climbing up into your ears. Use your lats, they're a big part of your core. So we didn't do the T in the meat of the cardio. We'll do it again in the warm-up on Sunday, and then maybe throw a couple in. Twice more here. And hold in the center. Come up, forward fold. You can keep your knees bent or let your legs extend. Either way, release your low back. That should feel good on your low back. Separating your shoulder blades, chin to your chest. Inhale. On your exhale, flex both feet. Eyes up. Shoulders and your body at the top. Let's tuck our hips. Fingertips can help you roll down. Let's feet forward so stay in the frame. When you're all the way down, bring your knees into your chest and rock your knees side to side. Maybe you extend your top leg at the end of the rotation. You don't have to, but you can if it feels good. One more each side. And then in the center, you'll hold it here. Wrap your arms around your legs, give yourself an inhale. On your exhale, squeeze underneath your armpits, roll your shoulders off the floor. Now your legs and your arms are your dumbbells, so you'll extend them out on any kind of a diagonal. The lower they go, the more resistance they create. Then you wrap back up into a little ball, squeezing into your armpits to get your hips and shoulders up. Extend out for 2 and wrap to a little ball. Extend for 2. Do it again. Extend for 2. Again. Extend and inhale as you come in. Exhale as you extend. Inhale. Exhale. So you're really reaching your arms and legs all the way out. Extend for 2. 4 more. This is 1. We're halfway there, right here. 2 more. Last time. And release. Hands to the side of your hips. Untuck your hips, belly button level to your pelvic bone, 90 degrees at the hip and the knee, calves parallel to the floor, shoulders opening up, pressing your shoulder blades into the floor. Extend your back leg away from your center. You'll feel the resistance increase. That's the top of the move. 4 counts to change. In 4, 3, 2. You're there on 1. Change 4, 3. Now 2 counts to get there in 1, 2, 1, 2. That's your move. Your incoming leg stops at 90 degrees. The temptation is to swing it all the way in, but stop it at 90 degrees. Single count here. In 3, 2, hold a pulse. 90 degrees, 90, hold the 90 and pulse. Are your shoulder blades pressing into the floor? Again, in 3, 2, twice more to go. Shoulders down. That's the hardest part for me, are the shoulders. In 3, 2, hold right here. Both legs to chair. Fingertips behind your ears. Squeeze under your armpits. Lift your shoulders up off the floor. Either hold or give it a tiny little pulse. If you want more resistance from here, extend your legs out on the diagonal. In 4. And hold if your legs are extended. Bring them to chair. And then release. Knees into the chest. Set your feet on the floor. Hands inside of your hips. Tuck your hips and push your feet down and lift your hips up to find your bridge. So that's a diagonal line from your shoulders to your hips to your knees. Your toes can wiggle. You're pushing down through your feet. Still breathing. And then release. Alright, this time where your feet keep them where they are, shift your hips away from me. Take your front leg, take it on the top of your back leg, arms out to the side. Let your knees fall towards me. Breathe through this so you're sort of open on your front leg. And come back to the center, feet on the floor. Scoot your hips towards me. Back leg crosses over your front knee. Let your knees fall away from your screen. You breathe through this. Your shoulder blades are still on the floor. Come back to the center. You're welcome, Evie. Both feet on the floor. Bring your knees into your chest. Cross one leg over the other. Grab your knees or reach further down. Pull your knees towards you. Try to reach. I'll give Gunner and Milo a kiss for you. Pull your knees towards your chest. You'll feel this behind your top leg and into the glutes. And then release, change side. Back, or I'm doing my back leg on top. Whichever leg you were on, reverse it. Grab your knees or further down. Pull your knees to your chest. I don't really recommend pulling on your ankles because then that will torque your knee. You can go below your knee as long as it's not bothering your knees. And release, both feet on the floor. Extend your front leg up until you feel the stretch behind it. Back leg can stay where it is or it can walk out. Up to you. Flex your front foot. You want to feel the stretch behind it. Bend your front knee to the chest. Drive the heel up. Do it again. Flex and bend. For 2, drive it up. One more time. Flex and bend. Hold your leg up while you stretch behind it. Front arm anywhere on the inside of your front leg. Push your leg out to the side, but only a little bit. Only far enough to feel the stretch on the inside. Press your back hip to the floor. Flex both feet, pushing your heels out to the walls. Then bend your front knee to the center. Front arm goes out to the side. Back arm across your front knee. Take your knee over to the back wall. As you breathe all the way in and out, full spine rotation. Come back to the center. Change sides, back knee into the chest. Extend your leg up until you feel the stretch behind it. Front leg stays where it is, or feel free to walk it out. Either way, bend your back knee to the chest. Extend your leg up. Do it again. Flex, bend, drive it up. One more time. Flex and bend. For 2. Hold your leg up.
Take your back arm anywhere on the inside of your back leg. Push the leg to the side, only far enough, maybe just a little bit, to feel the stretch on the inside of your leg. Pressing your front hip to the floor, check your shoulder blades. Have they crept up off the floor? Flex both feet. Breathing in and out. Then bend your back knee to the center. Back arm reaches away, front arm across your knee, and take your knee over towards me. Reaching out with your back fingertip. Oh, my body's tight. Breathe through this rotation. And then back to the center, both feet on the floor. Flip it for your final stretch. Always the quads.
Arms and legs extend. Front arm reaches back to where the shoelaces would be. Pull your heel to your hip. You're so welcome, Pamela. Bend your back elbow, make a fist if you prefer that. And when you're ready, release, change sides. Back arm reaches around. Grab where your shoelaces would be. Pull your heel to your hip. Maybe you bend your front elbow and make a fist for your forehead to rest. If you're ready, bring your front arm around. Try to grab where your shoelaces would be on both feet. If you're not quite here, grab your heels or your hands. If you're already here, push your feet into your hands and try to lift your knees. You'll get a really deep stretch on your quads. Maybe you lift your chest. Ooh, and open your shoulders. Hello. Front side of our body, so much tighter than the back. And release. Hands to the side of your chest. Press your chest up. Take your hips to your heels. Child's pose. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. Then let's round up to a modified plank. That's hands under your shoulders. We did it in the warm-up. Tuck your toes. Push down. Lift your tailbone up. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold. Hands to your knees. Your knees are slightly bent. Then hinge yourself up from your hip. Both arms up. And fold forward one more time. Lift your tailbone up. Let your head hang. Unroll your back. At the top. Shoulders down and back. Ooh, we did it. That was long. Went a few minutes over. You're so welcome, guy. Okay, so 5 minutes. We'll do upper body and deep stretch if you want to. No pressure. If you want me to send you the after party, if you were here live with me and you want that, just send me a message and I'll send you a link to it. Otherwise, I'll post my schedule tomorrow on Instagram and Facebook for the following week. I'll see you guys in 5 or Sunday. Bye.